Over half of hospitals surveyed say they've discarded medicines to follow guidelines, with 80% of those lost in short supply. Could your drug be on the list? I'm Kimberly Wallison with a healthcare focus for Insiders Health News. Recently, we've brought you multiple stories about the scarcity of some of the most important drugs on the market. Amid the ongoing shortages that are plaguing our healthcare system, a survey of 715 hospital pharmacy directors show that over 100 different drugs have been thrown away in an effort to maintain misguided government rules. Included is Velcade, a cancer treatment that can cost between $1,500 and $2,500 per 3.5 milligram vial. So why is this going on? Well, 61% of pharmacists and managers responded that they feel compelled to discard any injectable drugs, fearing industry or government sanctions if they don't. If a hospital employee doesn't follow the explicit directions in the drug maker's package inserts, they can be cited by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services or the Joint Commission, an agency that is heavily involved in the accreditation. But many believe that these instructions are simply to keep the demand higher than the supply. Nearly 80% of those surveyed said that the existing rules often or always lead to unnecessary waste. And since this is happening in the midst of a record shortage of 267 drugs last year, it's a waste that nobody can afford. At issue are the rules imposed by regulators requiring hospital pharmacists to follow strict manufacturer's written instructions, even if the information is outdated or incomplete. To make matters worse, drugs can often be packaged in sizes that don't lead to easy dosing, leaving excess pills to be trashed. And while you can't draw an absolute conclusion about what regulations could be affecting the shortage without more information, it's pretty telling that 97% of hospital pharmacists and managers agree that the CMS rules contribute to the crisis facing our country. The good news is this study is finally bringing the problem to the forefront. Officials at multiple organizations are already looking to relax the regulations, or at least update the information. Because if hospitals are using practices that are no longer relevant for some of our most important medications, we might really be in trouble. That's it for this edition of Insiders Health News. I'm your host, Kimberly Wallison, and remember, as always, it's your health. We're just helping you think outside the docs.